So welcome back, everyone. Everybody's well fed. We have an afternoon that hopefully is going to keep your attention, no falling asleep in the coffee. So AARP likes to think that, we might be the ones to, identify where the innovation is in our space, serving the needs of older people. But it's really important to also test the market. And so we teamed up with MedCityNews to identify the top 50 innovators in the health space serving the needs of people over 50 to use MedCity's crowdsource platform and really test the market. So with that, Brian is going to share with you how they did it and acknowledge some of the winners.
Acknowledge some of the winners, right.
Thanks.
Thank you, Jody. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brian Dalton. I'm Director of Research for Breaking Media. Breaking Media is, among other things, the publisher of MedCityNews. And MedCityNews is the very proud partner with AARP in presenting this inaugural 50-plus Innovation Leaders list, which is, as the name would suggest, a showcase for leading innovators in developing products and services specifically designed for those 100 or so million Americans who are aged 50 or older. And as everyone here knows, the 50-plus market has been the site of enormous innovation and explosive growth in recent years, and we all owe a debt of gratitude to AARP for their vital work in fostering that. So, but first please indulge me in a quick word about Breaking Media, which I think is important both for context and I hope will sort of underscore why we think the MedCityNews audience is such a unique and valuable resource for an exercise such as this. At Breaking Media, we are in the early part of our second decade as a company, so in digital media terms, we're practically grizzled veterans of that space. We publish 8 brands, each focuses on a different industry or vertical, and while each has their own distinctive voice and editorial sensibility, one thing that they all have in common is a significantly large, and in a couple cases quite dominant, mind share of an industry-focused professional audience. And our industries include law, finance, fashion, energy, and of course in the form of MedCityNews, healthcare innovation. MedCityNews sees nearly, on average, 500,000 unique monthly readers, and the MedCityNews readership draws on really the entire ecosystem of the business of healthcare. Our readers range from C-suite execs in pharma to payers to venture capitalists to startup and entrepreneurs. And it was this audience that was the asset that we sought to leverage to create our 50-plus Innovation Leaders list. So the survey for which the methodology for our survey was really decidedly straightforward. We put out a call for nominations to the MedCity audience. The response to that was quite robust. About 150 plus companies, entrepreneurs, and investors were nominated. We classified the nominees, and then we returned back to our audience and asked them to choose their favorites. And today we are delighted to share with you the winners. A quick word about the survey categories. Particularly in a space as complex as this, we're not all going to sort of probably settle on a universally accepted taxonomy. Nevertheless, the MedCity editorial team segmented the nominees into these 5 groups, and they're listed on this slide in kind of descending order of voting activity, with healthcare delivery by a significant margin being the most active of our categories. And if we had to identify sort of one most prevalent or common theme or goal of our nominees, it was the modernization of patient care for a mobile world. A great number of our 50-plus list have developed these really marvelous, life-changing ways to take patient care out of the context of a traditional doctor's office and into the, the online world of cloud-based portals and wearable technology, and of course, apps. And one other quick observation about categories: that second one there, entrepreneurial innovation. It sounds vague, and it is vague because that's sort of our catch-all designation for nominees that didn't neatly fit into an existing category or just overlapped one or more. And I think it's a testament to the diversity and complexity of the work being done in this space that essentially the miscellaneous category was our second largest one. So moving on. I know that I don't have the time and you do not have the patience to listen to me recite all 50 of our winners. So what we'd like to do is acknowledge those on our list, and there's a nice handful who are with us today in person as we go through the categories. So we'll just sort of flash the winners, but I'd also like to recognize the people on this list that are here with us today. And if I call the name of your company, please stand up or raise your hand or just be recognized. So in healthcare delivery, we are joined today by More Health. More Health here. I don't want to do a Bueller type of More Health. Snap MD and Solera Health. In the medication management, I'm skipping ahead. In the medication management category, we're joined today by ZipDrug. Thanks for joining us, ZipDrug. In the behavioral health physical fitness category, we are joined today by Nimble Science, I'm sorry, that was wrong. My apologies. And SingFit. So thank you all of our winners for joining us today. So nobody from wearables is with us. So with that, I'll leave it there. I'd like to, on behalf of Breaking Media, MedCityNews and AARP, to congratulate all of our winners. We applaud your creativity and innovation, and it's clear that this vital 50-plus market is in good hands and is going to keep creating great things going forward. So thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of your live pitch. Thanks.